sis, let me tell you.
Hey, it's your sissies. You're listening.
Hi.
You're listening to Sis Let Me Tell You podcast. We're your hosts.
I'm Jess.
And I'm Jazz. I always stutter over that.
Why?
It's just a mouthful. You're listening to Sis Let Me Tell You podcast.
I don't hear you stutter.
I did. And I stutter a lot over it. So.
Yeah. Well,
what's
here
goodness, girl?
I'm back at home. That's clear.
She left me high and dry.
It was a short weekend, but it was fun and we got a lot done. Tried to record together. It didn't work out. Here we are.
Moving right along. We got to give y'all something.
Yeah.
Something to munch on. Give you something.
Something to chew on.
Exactly.
Without a dope beat to step two, we wouldn't do you like that.
Step two. What did we do this weekend together? I know people are just chomping at the bit.
No.
We went to the club a couple times.
Okay.
And we went out.
I already knew it was starting with a lie. I felt that coming.
We stayed up late one night.
No
clubs, no. We went out for Cinco de Mayo.
We did.
That's big. That's big for us.
Yeah. And went to a Mexican restaurant. Had
real family style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Totally. We were inside. There was an outside party section. We did not sit there.
Well, for one, the weather forecast was not great this weekend.
It wasn't, but it turned out way better than anticipated.
True. But the forecast was trash. And it was actually kind of chilly on Friday. So, no, we were eating in or not eating out at all.
Inside, yes.
Inside
we hung some stickers on
we did.
the Del Mar Loop. So if you happen to see one, take a picture with it.
Yeah. And then tag us on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. Well, you can't post pictures on TikTok, can you?
You can.
You can?
Yeah. It'll just be still, but it'll be like music and kind of moving. You can. Or you can do like multiple photos, stuff like that.
Oh, we should do that. We got pictures to post on there. Anywho. Yeah, that's how we
at a corner 17.
That's all we got. Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Oh, we went to a birthday party, skating party for kids.
For pay. And he didn't even want to be there. He wanted to be there, but he didn't want to be there, for real.
He wanted to be there to say, I was on the list, but didn't really want to fraternize with any of the other kids.
Yes.
Until you basically forced it. You were like, why are we here? Not a White Claw.
Ooh, it's disgusting.
Bitch, who are you?
Okay, first of all, this was all an act. One of my neighbors, not the one that I had to cuss out last weekend, one of my neighbors actually she gave us some White Claws.
Okay.
And I'm like, I wanted to be like, we're good.
No,
but I was like, Tracy will drink literally anything. So if you don't want them, sure, we'll take them. Mm-hmm. So then I was like, I'm going to take one up and I'm going to open it on the episode and I'm going to drink it. It's disgusting.
Have you never had one before?
Mm-mm.
What's the flavor? Peach?
Ruby grapefruit.
Oh, well, that was the worst choice you could have possibly made.
Well, there was another one down there, but it was lime. And then I was like, that could be bad.
They're both bad options. You need one that has like a fruit flavor. Because
this is fruit. Grapefruit.
Grapefruit is sour.
Yeah, it is.
Like you should have, if they have
it's not cold either. So.
Strawberry or mango. The mango one actually is pretty decent. But it's literally a whisper of a flavor.
Yeah, it says a hint of ruby grapefruit, and that's exactly what this is, a hint.
Yeah.
And the rest is bubbles.
It's just bubbly water. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But white people love this shit.
They do. But it also has some alcohol in it, too. So you're hydrating yourself and drinking at the same time.
Is that what that's for?
Yeah,
that'll
I
be
think
my
you
last
just
sip
don't
of that.
get hangovers or something. God, I couldn't tell you.
Okay. Oh, look what else we got.
Oh, yay.
How cute. For those of you watching, you can see. We got these, sis, let me tell you, mugs made. A little merch for your ass with our names. Is that not cute? My sister-in-law makes them. Sianda, she made them for us. Thank you. Made of Steel is her business. She makes a whole bunch of shit, but yeah, they're super cute. I was thinking maybe we should give one away to a listener.
That is a really cute idea.
Get one made. And would y'all ever want merch? Like, are we there yet?
We wouldn't want it to flop. So we would need a resounding yes with money dollars in a verbal yes in hand, so that we know that you would actually pay for merch. So I would love to have merch floating around out there, even if it's 5 listeners that want it. Just have the little 5, basically make them to order. Don't have a stockpile in the back waiting for people to. I gotta have it. Don't do that. But okay. Well, y'all let us know if you want merch. Anywho, that'd be great.
Cheers. All right, you ready to get into some housekeeping?
Yeah.
Let's do it, Miss Girl. Housekeeping. Okay. As of the time of this recording, we are still featured on Apple's new and noteworthy podcast list.
No, that's what
we're their current favorites. I'm gonna keep saying it until the cows come home. If we're still on the list, we've been up there for at least a month. Thank you.
I can't believe it, to be honest.
I can't either.
But
brought us tons of new listeners that are being consistent, and we see y'all going way back to these older episodes. So I'm here for it.
Yeah,
I love that. Yes,
which means that they're wanting more content. Which hopefully when they catch up, that means they'll demand more, so that we can do like a maybe a Patreon something.
True. Yes. Okay, that's cool. It's something to think about. Y'all tell us what you want from us, and we'll try to give it to you. Just like when people were started asking for video episodes, we made it happen. Although half y'all ain't listening, more than half, but still we did it because we had several people ask, and we were wanting to do it anyway. So there's a lot of things that we want to do with this pod. We just got to get there. Yeah, we now have a YouTube page. Who saw that coming? Because it's just last episode I lied and said we wouldn't be offering video episodes for a while on anything other than Spotify.
And guess what?
It was a lie. She lied. She definitely lied. We have a YouTube page. Follow us. Subscribe. Like. Comment. Share. What do people say for YouTube pages?
Hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on future videos.
Yeah. So if you don't have Spotify, which a lot of people don't, you can watch us on YouTube. Okay. Follow our Instagram and TikTok page. It's at Sis Let Me Tell You Podcast. Our Facebook group page, it's Sis Let Me Tell You Podcast. It's just easy. We get in there, chit chat about the episodes. You get to talk to other listeners that also love us. So what more could you ask for? Give us a 5-star rating and review on whatever platform you're listening on. Follow the pod for notifications whenever we have new episodes. You'll want to know. You want to be the first to know. Our review of the week. Let me read it.
Oh, yes.
It comes from Avery McClure, who is somebody that Jessica brought up during our weird IG pages that we follow. One of those alternating segments.
Yeah.
And he wrote us a review. How sweet. We love it.
I love it.
I know. He is so funny. We're hoping to have him on in the fairly near future. We'll see if his schedule allows.
Yeah.
It's titled Love This Podcast. 5 stars. Duh. It says, this pod is so much fun. Always makes my day. Highly recommend. Jazz and Jess are so funny.
Oh.
He wrote it how he talks. That's funny. Very sweet.
It's nice when someone that you find funny says you're funny.
Yes.
I mean, he didn't say like they're the funniest people I've ever met.
Y'all make me laugh.
He's not doing all that. Like, right. Calm down.
Yeah.
But it's funny to hear someone that you think is funny say you're funny.
It should make you feel good more than anything.
No, it does make me feel good.
Good.
For sure.
Yeah. Even though Jessica's funnier than me. Okay. We don't have to go there. We don't have to talk about it.
This has been a decade-long debate between the two of us.
Who's funnier?
Yeah, who's funnier?
And it goes on and
I've
off.
always thought that Jasmine was funnier than me. Mm-hmm. Some of the things that she'd be saying, I'd be like, that took me by surprise. But then she says that I'm funnier than her, and I'm like,
we have our times where you're funnier, and then I'll be funnier, and then you'll be funnier again. This is your season. This is your funny season.
How long is the season?
It just depends.
Okay. So I made my
however the Lord allows. Yeah, it could be for a short while, so you better.
It may end today.
Enjoy it now. It may end today. Mm-hmm. If y'all go and watch our snippets, the last several snippets are something Jessica said funny, and I'm not going to deny it. So. Here's what it is. That's okay. I don't mind taking the back seat, Miss Girl. Okay. As long as you get us to the top,
I'll give you your
one-liners. You got good one-liners. Mine take a while, but you got some good one-liners, and you be using big ass words.
What
you do?
Like what?
I don't know. Sometimes you come up with these words. I'm just like, what does that even mean? Where did she get that from? Because we went to the same school.
Okay. Usually, I listen back. This is such a tangent. Usually I listen back to the episodes and will have tried to use a word that I often use, and I either use the wrong one and I'm just like, I sound like an idiot.
Well,
but I mean,
it's okay.
It is what it is. When you're talking, I listen to several podcasts.
Yes.
Even before we started ours. And when people would say stuff, I would be correcting them like, what she meant to say was this.
Yes. Rolling
but now
your eyes.
That it's me, I'm like, oh, this happens because your brain is
moving faster than you can.
Yeah. And you can't think of the word and you just move on because you're like, am I going to really sit here for 20 minutes trying to get this word together? No.
Or you don't even realize you've used the wrong word. And then when you listen back, you're like, fuck, is that what I said? Because that happens to me all the time. All the time. But your listeners, if they're going to truly be your listeners, they just have to understand and be flexible. Yeah. That we're real people. We're doing this in real time. We're having a conversation. So we're not thinking about like, do I sound smart when I'm
grammatically?
Yeah. We're having a conversation. So with your sister at that. We're not speaking, giving no interviews on the news or nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay. To wrap all of this up. Answer our Q&As if you listen on Spotify. Our polls, I always post those just to see if you got what you think. It's typically pertaining to the episode. Yeah, so you can weigh in a little bit. So if you do listen on Spotify, go ahead and do that for me. Tell a friend if you find yourself at any point laughing during this episode. Share the wealth. Spread it around a little bit. Word of mouth is always the best way to find out about stuff. So tell somebody. If you see somebody at the store that you know, oh, girl, I just finished listening to this podcast, you should give it a try.
Yeah, very
Tell
good.
guys too, because we have guys that listen, not just our husbands.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, there's some.
If you want to support our show, you can click the Linktree link in the show notes of this episode. There are various ways. I know we kind of broke it down last week as far as the ways to like support us monthly, which helps a lot because that's something we can depend on. And the lowest option is 99 cents. So if you're like, I could throw them $1 every month, please do. We'd really appreciate it. And you'll be able to see it be put to use because we using every cent sent to us for the podcast. So if there's anybody out there that's just money bag that wants to help sponsor or support our CultureCon trip to New York in October, send us a DM. We would greatly take it happily. We have ad space available for businesses, big or small. Also, voice memos. We've been talking about voice memos for a while. There's a link in our Linktree link. If you click the Spotify for Podcasters link at the very top of our Linktree, the first link in the list, you can go to our send us a message. It's a voice memo. And we've been saying like, yes, y'all send us voice memos, but we haven't told you guys like what to do with it. So I was thinking, what if you just ask us a question in your voice memo? We play that question on air and then we answer it live on air.
Yeah.
So, because some
I think
people,
that's a good idea. That's fun.
We've had a couple people message us like, I want to send you a voicemail, but I don't know what to say. Or my voice sounds weird. Or what are they supposed to do? Get on and be like, hey. And then what? What do I say? What do I say? So I'm wondering, I'm hoping that some people will be like, well, I got questions. And then you also want your voice played
Ask
on
anything.
the episode. Anything.
Yeah. Ask anything.
It's not, nothing's off limit. I think we're pretty open.
We are open.
They know us by now. So send us a voice memo asking us a question. We'll answer it on air.
Do it.
All right.
You forgot to do a support your sissies.
I haven't done those in a while. I wasn't sure if y'all was feeling them. Nobody was noticing that I wasn't doing them. I haven't done them in a while. You want one? Because I got some.
Yeah.
Okay.
I look forward to them.
Okay. You ready? Let me pick one. A good one.
Okay.
This is gonna support your sissies like you support Postmates, ordering night in and night out. Did I hit home for somebody out there? Yeah, support us like that. Because y'all be paying mortgages.
Throwing money down the drain is what you're doing.
Uber Eats, all of them.
Get it? Stop.
Support us like you support, because you paying somebody's mortgage as much as you order out and have it delivered.
Mortgage.
Yeah, go ahead and send us some money.
And not your own.
Money dollars. Y'all see I took my nails off. I took them off too soon.
It's recording. Oh, this was one last thing.
Go for it.
Jazz and I were wondering about and toying with.
Okay.
So when we first started this podcast over a year ago, we used to have a ending segment with advice letters. So we would either have you all send in advice letters, we would read them and then give advice, or we find some on the internet that we thought were interesting just to have a conversation about.
Yeah.
And we stopped doing it.
We were
what do y'all think?
Super small back then. I feel like we have a much bigger following and listening.
A much bigger audience. Yeah.
Is
that something that you guys would be interested in us doing from time to time? Like bringing it back every now and again? Or y'all just like, nah.
Yeah.
Like, let us know. Because we really thought that was going to be a big feature. And on our show, and
it was interesting because we actually did have people write in, and when we had people write in, these letters were off the charts. And I'm talking about people were sending in letters that were like, you know, my relative is cheating on his baby mama with his wife that she don't know that she's married to him, but then he got another side baby with somebody else. Yeah, like, but my family's uncomfortable. So what should I do? Do I tell the mom? You know, like, these are the types of letters we were getting. Yeah. But there's also no spectrum of like what you can write in. So anything you want advice about, we will give our take. We're not experts, but if you listen to us, clearly you're interested in something. So if you guys are interested in that, let us know. We would love to bring that back. And we don't have to do it, like Jessica said, we don't have to do it every week. Every
time,
Yeah, just whenever we get a letter or a stockpile or something, and we'll read a couple. And we keep it anonymous too.
That's a good point. We do not say names or anything. Even if
any identifiers that you don't want
or anything like that, we can change it so it's all anonymous. So.
Yes. Yeah. So if you guys are interested in that, we'd be happy to bring that back for y'all.
Okay. Now let's get to business.
No. All right. Let's get into some gossip.
All right.
Okay. Meet Coach J, an author and qualified life and women's coach. Be Restored Life and Women's Coaching provides coaching services specifically for women. And if you all listened to episode 62, where Coach J joined our switch up segment, she definitely dropped some gems. And I can't imagine what she can do for you in your life by meeting with her one-on-one.
True.
Coaching services are individually tailored to meet the needs of each client.
Common focus areas usually include, but are not limited to, overall mental, emotional, and relational healing, with an emphasis on self-care and self-esteem. Visit the website for all your coaching needs at BeRestoredWithCoachJ.com. Follow on Instagram at BeRestored_CoachJ.
Yeah, hit her up, y'all.
Do it now.
Ooh. Spill it, sis. All right, y'all. Well, I know we've discussed the Lovers and Friends Festival that Usher was putting on in Vegas. That happened this past weekend. This isn't necessarily about that. There was a fight that occurred the night before at a surprise birthday party. Chris Brown turned 34 this weekend on Cinco de Mayo. And I think I saw something about it being called Chris de Mayo or something like that. Anywho. That's cute. Pretty sure it was something like that. But and then I saw him tweet something later that night talking about some Cinco Day dick or something. I hope I get some Cinco Day sex or something tonight. All right, girl. Anywho, so his birthday was this weekend, and Usher threw him a surprise birthday party in Vegas.
That's so interesting.
That he would throw him a party?
Yeah. Like, are they friends like that?
I did not know them to be friends before this. Now, do they run in the same circles? Sure, of course.
Well, yeah, it's music, but yeah, okay.
And maybe it's because they were all going to be in town for this festival anyway. And Usher was just like, I mean, I'll throw a party.
That makes sense. Okay.
That's what I mean, they're chummy. That's clear because the videos that were posted and stuff, they're chummy. So they clearly get along and they're cool, but I just would never think they'd be throwing each other surprise birthday parties. But here we are. Okay. I'm glad to see that they get along.
Yeah.
So Usher threw this party. It was a skating party. You know, he the skating king. Usher is.
Is he?
Usher. Yes, he stays on some skates.
I would have never known that.
Yeah, he does. Okay. He does a lot of skating videos. I don't know why I'm rolling my eyes. I just am.
Videos of him skating?
Yeah, you know, like when people do like little tricks or dancing and skating, kind of like a vibe.
I've literally never seen these
My
videos.
feet are skating.
Okay.
You've never seen anybody do skating videos?
No. I'm talking about Usher specifically.
Okay, well, he does those. You've seen other ones. It's the same shit.
Oh,
girl.
yeah.
And they're doing the same moves. That little walking backwards move that everybody likes to do. That's what he's doing. I'm sure it's fun. We went to a skating party this past weekend. Didn't put on not a nan skate because neither one of us remembered to put on socks. Yeah, that was the birthday party for Pat that we mentioned. Anywho, but I would have liked to get out there and try to do a little something. Mm-hmm. Okay, so they had this party, surprise party, tons of stars there, tons of celebrities. I'm sure there were a ton of people in town because of this festival. That was the next day,
right? So
there was a video posted. Girl, I see Mario in this video too. Oh, it was Cinco de Breezy. Cinco de Breezy. That sounds better. The video that I watched was of Bow Wow, Chris Brown, and Usher. And they're all standing here. Bow Wow has the mic. Bow Wow is trying to give this sentimental ass toast to Chris Brown. Chris Brown seems to be in a great mood. He's talking to Usher. They're chummy. They're talking. He's not paying any attention to what Bow Wow was saying. He's busy looking for a lighter for his blunt.
What?
He's got this blunt in his hand and he's asking everybody in sight, you got a
pen?
Lighter?
Pen?
You got a lighter?
Does anyone have a pen?
Does anybody have a lighter? So Bow Wow is pouring his heart out on this mic. Man, we done been through it. Man, we go way back. And he's looking at Chris talking to him. And Chris Brown is not paying any attention.
He's talking to the back of Chris's head, it sounds like.
Basically. So I guess he realized, let me wrap this up. He's not paying me any mind.
Wrap it up, B. What is this?
Wrap it up. So he wraps it up. And then everybody sings happy birthday.
Okay.
Cute. Okay. He found a lighter. If anybody's wondering.
Thankfully, because he was high and low searching for it. Okay.
Well, then later there was some footage from the same party of Chris Brown, and he's hyped up, mad. Allegedly, because nobody involved has said anything. Allegedly, Tiana Taylor was sitting down on a bench, like near the rink. And Chris Brown was talking to her and she was ignoring him. For whatever reason, she was not talking back to him. Maybe she couldn't hear. Maybe she was high as a kite. Maybe she's deaf in that ear. I don't know.
Not deaf in one ear, sis.
You never know.
He was obnoxious.
Maybe he was, but it's also his birthday. So you here for me or no?
Well, I mean, it's like, okay, maybe she was talking to him and then it got to be too much. She's like, all right. You know.
Maybe he said something inappropriate. Who knows? Well, he got mad about that and he starts yelling at her. So then Usher skates on over to intervene.
Let me roll up on this brother. Huh?
Usher rolls up on them and is trying to diffuse the situation.
Okay.
So then Chris starts yelling at both of them, and then he really just directs his anger towards Usher. This is all alleged. So they're arguing. Then I guess it escalates to the point where Chris is like, man, let's roll bounce. Not roll bounce, sis. Where did that come from?
Was there.
I'm gonna roll on out of here. I mean, okay. Chris Brown and his team decide we're gonna go. We don't need this. This isn't a party for us, is it? Oh, it is. How you leaving early for your own party? Now I don't know what time this was. So then they leave, and then Usher decides to storm after them, but first remove the skates. Took his skates off to chase.
You can't take him on the street
after him outside. Yeah, it'll mess up the wheels. Mm-hmm. He, I guess, caught up with them behind this like line of tour buses, and I don't know what happened behind the tour buses. It's assumed that Chris Brown's team, his crew, jumped Usher. He came back into the party with a bloody nose, allegedly.
Okay.
All right. Nobody said anything. Chris ain't said nothing that night. Tiana ain't said nothing, and neither has Usher. Nobody has said a word. Okay, well, the next night is Lovers and Friends, the festival, which Chris was scheduled to perform. Mm-hmm. He performed. And Usher performed right after him, like nothing happened. And Usher was on live recording, like his face was just fine. People the fans online were like shook, like, whoa, what?
Were you beat up or no? Right?
What happened? I read something that his nose was broke. That's clearly not the case.
No,
but he went to the park. I mean, they both performed.
You know, I wonder, like you're saying, it sounded like everybody was in a either drunk, high, or both state.
Possibly.
Maybe after sleeping on it, one, they may not even recall what happened. But two, it could have just been like we were drunk. Who cares? What? Right. You know what I mean? Like, why are we dwelling on this if we really don't have to?
Possibly.
Type of thing. Girl,
there was another confrontation that happened backstage at the Lovers and Friends Festival, and Chris Brown was also involved in it. Take this nigga home. He can't handle it. Take him home.
What?
So during
someone totally different?
Yes. During Missy Elliott's performance, there were several people backstage. We don't know what happened. This is another like alleged. This is what I think happened, but there was a big squabble with a group of people. And Chris Brown was in the middle of it somehow. Don't know who else was involved. I don't know what was said or what they may have been arguing over. But Chris did decide to comment on this. Let me tell you what he said.
Let's hear it.
He tweeted, "Girl, the sentence is a mess.
Oh, God.
Work with me." It says, y'all, been geeked. Well, there's a punctuation. There's a period at the very beginning. Y'all been geeked all weekend. Y'all dragging it now. I was mad people backstage. It was mad people, like a lot of people, backstage, and security was trying to clear everyone off the stage. People started pushing back. I intervened to let them know my child was back there, so y'all can keep y'all narrative. So Chris Brown is saying that during Missy Elliott's performance, there was a scuffle backstage, and he was only trying to diffuse the situation because his child was back there. Which makes sense. But he, however, did not speak on the Usher.
The Usher, right. Which is what we really wanted to hear.
Yeah. Until right now, this very minute that we're recording, nobody has said anything involved, which tells me, y'all know Usher's class act. It tells me that it probably wasn't as big of a deal, but also I don't think Usher wants to get Chris in trouble. And he probably told Tiana, like, don't you say shit. So none of them have said anything. And then I saw a video of somebody, a fan or somebody, took a video of Tiana Taylor dancing at the festival to Usher singing or dancing to Chris Brown's song. So she's clearly good. They've all seemed like they've moved on from whatever took place.
Okay.
So.
Oh, jeez. Well, strange. Okay. It's so strange.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to do this one next, but it relates to the Lovers and Friends. So I'm going to slide into it.
Okay. I love a good segue.
Your uncle.
Who?
Ginuwine. He also was performing at the Lovers and Friends Festival. And girl, he was hyped up. I mean, he was so excited. He was performing In Those Jeans. And you know, that's one of his bangers.
It is.
He's old.
He's too old for this. His knees are screaming.
His knees are screaming. He tried to jump from, like, I don't know how the stage was set up, but it looks like it has a higher portion and then a lower portion. Mm-hmm. I'm sure there's a ramp or stairs to get to that lower portion. He said, no, hold my beer. I'm gonna leap it.
Girl, hold my microphone, because I'm supposed to be up here performing.
He was performing.
I know.
In the middle of the jump.
Okay. Yeah.
So he decides, let me hop down to this lower stage and really give these people a piece of my mind. And misses a part of... Why would you take a drink knowing what's coming?
I'm thirsty, so I had to. But yeah, I'm listening.
You can wait. So he misses a portion, like maybe his foot didn't completely flatten on the surface. He starts to fall back. And a sign language interpreter is standing there already. And he reaches to grab this man to keep himself from falling, and almost pulls the other guy down too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why are you falling between the two stages? Now,
completely disappeared behind the stage.
See him. And the thing is, the interpreter didn't fall. He did trip.
No, correct.
But he didn't fall. And then he went right back to his sign
interpreting.
Y'all deal with this.
Yeah, the song is still going, and my people need to know what the song is saying. He kept interpreting with a face like, what the fuck just happened?
Like, in them jeans, are y'all seeing this? Like... Oh, it was
hilarious. What would make him do that?
I don't know. But after his performance was done, Ginuwine posted a video.
Oh, good.
He's good at laughing at himself. Oh yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
He's in the truck with his posse. Girl, I don't know who they are, but he was just like, he was just like, thanks you guys for coming out. It was a crazy performance until my spill. And then he made fun of himself, and they were laughing in the car, and he said, "We fall down."
You kidding? Yeah, you've got to make it funny.
Yeah, he laughed at himself.
The internet's about to tear you to shreds. But then he's also sensitive, because he got mad when they talked about him doing that one move.
Oh, that one?
Yeah. They talked about him so bad, and it hurt his feelings a little bit.
It was a weird move.
Well, he still thinks he's Ginuwine, that sex symbol, and he's not anymore. Although when we saw him perform, he was good as hell.
He still had it.
He was good as hell.
Did he attempt a 10-foot jump?
No. But he didn't give like Grandpa either.
No, he didn't give Stiff nothing. Mm-mm.
That's funny. I'm glad you brought that up. I saw that and forgot to add it. So
okay, great. Well, I didn't realize that our things were somewhat related. So
yeah, that's perfect.
Anyhow. It's me again. Okay. Okay, this though.
What?
Oh, God. Stop. When Kanye just does something that really lights the world on fire, I'm gonna talk about it.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's hard not to.
It's hard not to, especially when we're getting some humor off of him.
Yes.
I'm gonna take.
Yeah.
So him and his wife, Bianca Censori, they were out and about.
They're married. Okay.
You what?
I bet she wakes up every day hating her life. Go ahead.
Oh no,
he's a mess.
I think she's all the way in. She doesn't care.
He's a mess. Can you imagine listening to him bedside and his rambling? All she wants is some head and to go to bed. And he's sitting here trying to conquer the world.
She's got her AirPod Pros in. She don't hear none of it. She's playing a lullaby in her ears. Speaking of, I have been using the same first generation AirPods for years.
Well,
and when I first got them, because and we all are gonna have to admit this, that they get a little nasty. They're in your ears.
Yes. Okay.
Well, I used to clean them out with like Clorox wipes.
Yes.
Because I was so disgusted. You ain't supposed to do that. It's liquid and electronics. Stop. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess they were super soaker at some point, and on both headphones, one of the speakers completely blew. So I was basically having to turn them and, like fidget
they used to stick out of her ears like this.
Sticking out. I was looking like an absolute clown.
Yeah, you did.
Just to get some sound out of them. Uh-huh. But I mean, I was just like, well, they still work. Like, especially when I'm at work and it's quiet, I can hear them just fine. But on a noisy plane, I had 2 shows downloaded. I was like, oh, I'm about to hit play. And
no,
I couldn't hear it.
The answer is no.
It was a absolute whisper. I kept checking. Is my volume up? I couldn't hear shit.
Oh yeah, your volume's up, Miss Girl.
It was up. It was up. And anywho, so Jasmine found me a good old sale deal at Sam's on some AirPod
Club.
And I pulled the trigger and bought some. So
she said I need them.
I know.
She said I need them before I get on the flight home.
Before I get back on another flight.
If they ain't gonna be here before my flight, no need.
Don't bother.
I need them. I need them bad. And how was your experience on the way back? Like night and day.
Night and day.
Girl, I hear this frog outside. Hollering at me, this frog. Sounds like it's sitting right here on my shoulder.
Go look for him.
No.
Okay. It took me a minute to even realize that the plane was on, because we were definitely sitting on the tarmac. And I wasn't really feeling the air, so I was like, I don't even think this plane is turned on. Turn the key. We supposed to be leaving.
You couldn't hear it.
Girl,
did you have the transparency on, or did you have it with the noise?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm assuming the transparency was on, because I could not hear.
Oh, then that's off. Transparency meaning you can hear what's going on around you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was off then.
Okay.
Because I couldn't hear shit.
It didn't make your ears feel like they were popped?
Not bad. I mean, the plane's going to do that anyway.
Yeah.
So not more than normal.
So they worked for you.
Get back to the story. What?
Okay. Well, you went there, so
no, I know. I completely forgot what we were talking about. It was your girl sleeping next to Kanye, tuning them out with her AirPod Pros.
That's it. That's how we got
transparency off. She's got her transparency off. She ain't hearing him. Anywho, okay, yeah, it would be weird to be with him, but it is what it is now, isn't it? Okay. So they were out. I don't know where they were. Almost, the picture that I'm looking at, it almost looks like a dance studio. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Them shiny ass wooden floors.
Yes.
Girl, looking like there's probably floor to ceiling mirrors. I don't see that, but that's what it's giving.
Okay.
And they're in what you could classify as like athletic wear. She's wearing some leggings that almost look like stockings, because they kind of have like a see-through-ish look. Okay. And then he is wearing, do you remember the brand Umbro?
I think so. Girl, let me look it up.
Like those kind of like old school sweatshirts.
Oh, yes. Yep.
Yeah,
I'm looking at
that's what he's wearing.
Logo
it looks like it is Umbro.
The little diamonds.
That looks like
bigger diamond and then a small diamond.
Yes, that's exactly what he's wearing. An Umbro sweater with some black leggings. They're tight. Okay. Kanye is wearing black leggings. And also the shoes he was wearing, they look like socks. Not the ones that Cardi B was talking about. Like they actually look like a pair of black socks. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
how do you know they weren't socks?
Because he's outside walking. I doubt it.
Well, he's done weirder things. Okay, go ahead.
He has done weirder things, but that's something I just don't see him doing. From the sounds of it, is he's doing a new Yeezy line, and maybe some of these items will be featured on the new launch.
Yes, I did.
Let me read you some responses to him in these leggings.
Okay,
some people
give them
are calling them meggings.
Meggings. Oh, that's perfect.
Men leggings. And this one person says, Kanye ain't finna have y'all nasty niggas rocking leggings, huh? And he is.
They're not going to, honey.
Yeah, they are.
If he does it,
some will.
He doesn't have the body for leggings.
Exactly.
He does not possess the body.
Exactly. This other person said, why Kanye got on these leggings and his butt fat?
Is his butt fat? Because I would say it's flat. Girl, who knows what his butt looks like, because he's been wearing baggy clothes for the last 5 years. Oversized everything. And now you going super tight.
It's odd. It's an odd thing to do. I would say that it's tighter than I thought it would be. It almost, let me not get too descriptive. It's almost like it's definitely higher up on the back.
What's higher up on the back?
His butt. Like it's
his butt. He has a high butt.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. It's not like jiggle. It's not fat like that.
Okay.
But it's got a little bit more roundedness to it than I would have thought.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of shocking. Now I want to pull it up. I saw something with him in like this striped sweater and what looked like leggings, but I was like, I don't even have time for this.
Yes. And then this is the last thing I want to read.
Okay.
About it. This person posted, he tweeted, "This is how I feel after seeing Kanye West in his new leggings. It's a pair of hands with their eyeballs under a sink of running water. They're washing their eyeballs.
I want to forget this.
Let me clean
wash away my sins
because they're dirty now."
I'm looking at
that
him.
tickled me
in the leggings. I'm really feeling this beard though.
Okay,
it looks good on him. It's big and bushy. It's perfectly shaped and stuff. Typically, he doesn't.
In this picture, I'm just now noticing he's bald. Has he been bald for a while?
Yeah, I feel like he has, but it could have been for that that show that he had. His fashion show where he released, I don't know if he was releasing, but he was showcasing his new Yeezy line. Everybody was wearing like these cut off white shirts and black bottoms. Some people had on shorts, some people had on pants. I guess he said, wear this top up top. You do what you feel at the bottom, but they got to be black. And everybody on the bottom, was buzz cuts. Everybody had a buzz cut. It even looked like a little boy was there in the show. I'm looking at the leggings. I am not impressed. They look like some of the baby's stockings that we have. And the socks, shoe socks, definitely have something on the bottom of them. But they look like actual socks. But they have like a...
They do. They look
very
literally
thin
like socks.
Bottom thing. So if you step on glass, it won't puncture you too bad.
I mean, you still gonna slice some socks.
It's still getting through.
Yeah.
It's still getting through.
Anywho,
I had something else about Kanye. Since you brought him up.
Let's hear it.
His petty runs extremely deep. We've seen this. And he can't help himself. He doesn't have the angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other. The devil just be talking. The angel was flicked off a long time ago. Yeah. It's the devil was like, do this. He opened a Yeezy location next door to ADIDAS.
Now,
y'all know he had that deal with ADIDAS, with Yeezy. And ADIDAS decided to part ways with him because of his anti-Semitic rant. Thoughts, opinions, said them out loud multiple times. Well, he decided to purchase a Yeezy office. And when I mean on the same block, I'm not talking like, oh, if you go there and around the corner, bitch, it's 2 stores away. The ADIDAS store here, there's a small store in between, a beauty shop of some sort it looked like, and the Yeezy office. They got 1 store in between them. So when they leave out to take their lunch break, y'all passing each other. You got to see me. And there's probably both got glass windows. So y'all going to be seeing each other. Y'all going to run into each other. Now, it's a 7,400 square foot showroom located on 8025 Melrose Avenue, if anybody cares. They didn't say what the location was going to be used for. We're not sure if it's going to be like a store or a showroom or just an office. We're not sure, but it's his. He
His name gonna be on the door.
His name will be on the door.
Yeah.
And he bought it right next to them. So that should be interesting. So he'll be having some new stuff coming out. Who knows what the fuck it's gonna look like? Is it gonna be these skin tight white t-shirts, or is it gonna say White Lives Matter, or is it gonna be leggings, or is it gonna be socks that are fake shoes?
Well, you know the White Lives Matter was trademarked by black people.
Yeah. So oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. He could put all lives matter.
He probably
just
could.
as bad. Mm-hmm. Oh, ADIDAS is facing a class action lawsuit from investors who allege that the company knew about Kanye's offensive comments years before they parted ways with him, business wise.
Years,
they said. So there's a class action lawsuit against it.
So what, did he tell them directly?
I don't know.
And they were like,
well, this isn't the first time Kanye has said some crazy shit. He said anti-Semitic stuff even before that last straw on the camel's back. He was saying stuff before that too. Yeah, it was just like, all right. So maybe they're referencing some other offensive remarks that he's made, not just anti-Semitic. I bet maybe that's what they're talking about. But yeah,
maybe. Yeah, but yeah, I would probably agree. They held on to the partnership a little too long.
Well, it was a moneymaker, honey. They're in it for the money. They don't give a fuck about nothing else. And the only reason why they parted ways with him. Well, the only reason why they parted ways with him is because it was losing money at that point. That's the only reason, not because they were offended.
Was he losing money?
ADIDAS was. People were going to boycott the brand, and then they're blaming ADIDAS for not parting ways with him. So they were like, I guess we got to. We got to now. Yeah.
Well. Okay, y'all keeping up with this Eboni K. Williams bus driver nonsense?
Ooh, yes. Yeah. Well, I'm so glad you brought this. Girl, I saw this. Meant to put it on the list. Didn't. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So just a little bit of backstory.
Okay.
Eboni K. used to be on The Real Housewives of New York and a TV commentator. Okay.
Yes. And a lawyer. She's a lawyer.
You already knew who she was.
Yes, I know exactly who she is. And I want to say she's still on New York. Maybe she's not on the Housewives this season.
It says former.
Okay. So she's a lawyer, though, first and foremost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
She's a lawyer.
I don't know why it didn't say that. It definitely says former housewife and a TV commentator.
She's a lawyer.
Right. Anywho, okay, so she's a lawyer. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it does say fellow lawyer. Okay. No, that's fine. All right.
Reading is fundamental.
It sure is. I definitely skipped over that part.
That's okay.
Anyway, well, she had a conversation with Iyanla Vanzant. For the Grigio.
You had to focus on that name.
Not Grigio. Yeah, I did. I can't stand pronouncing that name. Iyanla.
I feel like she's never said it or something. Like, how do we not know how to say this? She never says it herself or something.
It's
because everybody struggles.
It's not even that I need to hear it. I feel like that's how you would pronounce it, Iyanla. But it's just hard for your mouth to do it.
Yes, I agree.
Y'all know who I'm talking about. Iyanla Fix My Life. I thought her name was Ayana for the longest time. There's an L in there. So
there is an
Iyanla. Okay. Anyway, she's a life coach.
Is that what she's considered?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
I mean, Iyanla Fix My Life.
She do be life coaching. I just never thought about what she actually is to people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And she's a super popular one. So, okay, back to the White Claw. Got it. And you had forgotten that you didn't like it. Why did you even do it?
I don't know.
Why'd you even do it?
One more shot. It's terrible.
I believe it.
Go ahead.
I believe that. Okay, well, they had a conversation, and I'm not sure because I didn't watch like the full interview.
Okay.
But I'm assuming they're talking about dating.
Okay.
And I don't know if Eboni is asking for advice. I'm not sure how this question, how we got here.
Okay.
But in the video, Iyanla asks Eboni, would she date a bus driver? And Ebony's response is, if he owns the bus. And Iyanla is like, no, why does he have to own the bus? And she's like, well, that would mean that he's, more financially stable and, you know, is maybe more responsible and, you know, whatever. She's trying to explain why she said that. And Ayana's like, well, see, I think that's the problem. I would date a bus driver if he was good to his mom, if he took care of his financial responsibilities, if he was good to me, blah, blah, blah. She's like saying like, you need to be looking inward first, maybe, before you care about what someone's occupation is. And people tore Eboni up for this.
I know.
Calling her like a gold digger and, you know, like you should just be happy that anybody likes you and blah, 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 blah. Which is trash. Those are trash responses. If that's how she feels, that's how she feel.
Yeah.
She not checking for you either way. I can promise you that.
Correct.
But the update is that she responded again in a longer video. Basically like she basically stood 10 toes down on what she said. But she was also put it like, well, people always expect Black people to, especially Black women, to just accept whatever comes to them.
That's true.
And she's like, no, if I want someone to meet me where I am, that's what I want.
Okay.
And I don't think that it was right for, you know, you guys to try and put me down for what I feel like I expect.
Okay.
And what I deserve. And, you know, I mean,
let me tell you what I think. Because I did see this and I've given it some thought.
Okay.
I didn't watch the whole interview either. So, you know, things can be taken out of context. So I'm not really sure why she was talking to Ayanla. Was she getting advice or did she just say this and she happened to get unsolicited advice from Ayanla? Yeah. Eboni is a lawyer. She has a book. She wrote a book. She's an author. She's on TV. She does commentary for, you know, things. She's got money.
Okay.
No, she's not going to want a bus driver. Can you imagine living the lifestyle that she's living and then having to pay the bill every time it comes around because she likes to go nice places to eat and stay at nice places. And she's got to foot the bill just so that she says she can have a man? Is that what we're wanting? It's regular girls out here that don't want no bus driver. For real.
Fair.
Ayanla, is she single?
I think currently she is single.
Okay.
She's been married and divorced twice.
Okay. I find it hard when people give dating advice when they be single as dollar bills. And that's if she actually is
weird.
Single. It's odd to me because it's like, well, are you taking your own advice? Also, Ayanla, you're older, much older than Eboni. Y'all not on the same level.
That too.
I could see you dating a bus driver if that's what you so please. And I remember in the interview she was saying like, if that bus driver loves his job, if he loves his mom, if he loves me, if he treats me well, well, yeah, you can get all those things and a nigga with some money. So why can't I do that? Because I want to be, I want to live the lifestyle that I live and have somebody that can add to that instead of subtract that. I mean, people divorce over financial issues probably more than anything.
All the time.
So why are we making it seem like finances isn't a big deal? Important. It is. It's important to most people, no matter what scale you're on. Can you imagine her getting home from her many jobs to a bus driver? The disconnect. They don't have nothing in common. They live in two totally separate lives. I can guarantee it. What? It's funny that this comes up.
Why?
I'm so random. I am so random. And this is so me. I'll be quick. I was driving by myself. No kids in the back seat. No husband in the front seat. It was just me. Me by myself. Nobody else. And I was driving next to this bus. And there was a big black guy driving the bus. You know, you can see in the windows of a bus. So I remember seeing him. And then, you know, I love a what if situation.
A what if.
And I started to run this scenario down in my head that if I were to go on a date, like a blind date or something with somebody I don't know, and he happened to be a bus driver. Why are you rolling? would I give that person a chance? This is the way my mind works.
Why are you even thinking about it? And Jessica, you're not dating
I do
anyone.
not know. It was just me thinking. It was such a quick thought. I'm telling you, I didn't stay on it very long. I thought immediately, oh, I see a bus driver. Oh, he's black. Would I have dated a bus driver? And then I did the scenario of an actual date in my mind. And I'm asking him, well, what do you do? And he was like, oh, I'll drive a bus. I'm like, okay. And then him feeling insecure about his answer. And then I would reassure him by saying, oh, it's fine. As long as Jessica, all this played in my head.
I'm hanging up the call. What is this?
Not as if I don't have a husband here at home. This is just the way that my mind works. And it's funny to me, but it was really funny because then this came out and I'm like, well, see.
Not you being the originator of this
I was the original.
Would you date a bus driver?
And I had a different answer.
Yeah, I would love it.
Ah! As long as he loves his job. If he loves that bus. If he loves his mama.
I've never been a super oh, you gotta drive.
You have to own a suit to date me.
And I'm not. That's not been me ever. Yeah. But I don't look down on people that are oh, absolutely not. That's beneath me. Yeah. I mean, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Right. And it may take you more time to find that person that is exactly what you want, but there's a good chance you'll probably find him.
Well, and if she's going to be alone, if she doesn't find what she's looking for because her standards are too high, then she'll learn on her own that her standards are too high. She was engaged to somebody.
Well, she may just settle in and enjoy being by herself. I'm sure she enjoys her own company.
Oh, I'm sure. She seems busy enough to where when she gets home, she's just like, happy.
Going to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, I'm glad you brought that, sis.
Anyway.
Okay. Very good. You want to get into some drive-by?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Doja. Kitty cat. Meow.
Oh, Lord.
Meow. She was at the Met Gala dressed as a cat.
Let's go.
Prosthetics on her face and everything. Cat. Is it prosthetics? The pieces on your face? The prosthetics?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and she didn't say a word. She just meowed at people during these interviews. She's crazy. This is not what this is about, though. That was a sidebar.
That was hilarious to me.
She got a new tattoo. She's weird to the bone. I don't even think she's trying at this point. She is being her full self. It's
interesting.
She got a tattoo. It is on her back.
Okay.
It's big.
Okay.
The tattoo is of a bat. A skeleton bat. A bat skeleton on her back. You'll have to look it up, sis.
What a strange...
It looks so weird.
Why?
And it's huge. Jessica, I don't know. She took pictures of her back from a mirror, in the mirror. And it's odd. It's a bat doing this with its wings, but it's the skeleton of a bat. So it just looks really weird. Can you imagine somebody hitting that shit from the back and then instantly going soft when it sees the skeleton on your back of a bat? It looks like...
Well, unless she's fucking somebody who's into that. Girl, I don't know.
She looks super skinny in this picture, too.
Oh, no.
It looks terrible.
It looks ashy.
Not ashy.
Her whole back
that I did
dry.
not see. She looks really thin, too. And I was like, that's not what I'm used to seeing her looking like. But also, when have I seen her entire back at any point?
Well, she just got some
work done.
Surgery, remember?
Yeah, I knew that. But did they suck out fat?
They may have.
Lipo?
I don't know. Mm-hmm. This tattoo looks crazy.
It is. They her fans dubbed her as Doja
It's well
Bat.
done.
I'd hope so.
It's well done. It's a well done tattoo, but it just looks like...
For what? It was done by celebrity artist Mr. K of Bang Bang. He's done other celebrities like Justin Bieber and Rita Ora. So I would hope his work would be good, but I would also hope he would be like, you sure about this? If you want a tattoo of a bat, you could have gotten literally anything. did it have to be the skeleton of a bat? So she ended up posting this picture and then putting an explanation down below because she knew that
it would need it.
Well, she knew it would need some type of description, but also she knew that people would claim it as like a Illuminati conspiracy theory.
Oh, like demonic or something.
Yes.
Okay, so I could see that.
So she put, bats often represent death in the sense of letting go of the old and bringing in the new. They are symbols of transition, of initiation, and the start of a new beginning. That tattoo gives me none of that. None. It just says death. It looks like a rat, a skeleton of a rat with wings. That's what it looks like.
Pretty
it's
much.
There forever.
I just... if she wanted to get this bat tattoo, and I'm not trying to shame someone if that's what you want to get, but it's going to be there forever. So think hard about it.
Yeah.
If she wanted to get this bat skeleton tattoo so bad, why the placement and why the scale?
Yeah, it's so big. It covers almost the entire upper half of her back at least.
If she would have gotten something like that here or something, it may
nobody would have batted in there.
Like, yeah, girl, bat. It honestly, it probably could have been kind of cute. Like, oh, it's a little bat. It's so huge in all her
She's
back.
not going for cute though. That's not her MO.
That
right now. She's not going for cute. She's going for.
That's clear.
I want you to second guess me, and second guess my sanity. Second guess my sanity. Stop. This comes on the heels of her getting another tattoo.
Come on,
a different
on
tattoo.
The heels?
On the heels.
Okay.
She got a tattoo on her left forearm of, I'd say this is worse than the bat tattoo for moi personally. It is of the 1934 book. Girl, what is this? It is from the it says 1934. I've read something else somewhere that said 1969 or something like that. Anywho, it's a mythical creature. It says it was inspired by the 1965 edition of Fortunio's Lacetes de Monstris. Let me describe this tattoo to you. Let me just describe it. Just say Doja's tattoo, a forearm tattoo or some shit, girl. It has a horse-like head. We'll post this stuff on Instagram, y'all, and Facebook. It has a horse-like head. The neck is scaly. The arms are scaly. One of the arms has a human hand, but it looks like a toddler-sized hand. The other one looks like a hoof of some sort. It has breasts. Okay. But it also has like a woman's torso, a human torso. The legs are scaly. It has two different sets of feet. Jessica, are you looking at the picture?
Yes.
One of the feet.
You know that clip that people play of Cardi B. Oh my God, what is that? That was exactly what I thought in my mind when I pulled the picture out.
One of the feet has like 4 toes and like one of them like a dew claw, 3 toes and like a dew claw. The other foot is just a hoof. Then it has this tail that almost looks like a face. The end of the tail looks like an eagle's face or something. I don't know what the fuck this is. This is clearly a mythical creature, but why would you get it on your entire forearm? It's huge. It's ugly. Can you imagine what she's going to look like when she's 70? With this stuff. Now I feel like a auntie or a grandma saying this, but for real.
That was a very auntie phrase of you.
Yeah, my bad.
I'm confused. The picture that I'm looking at is her whole arm. I believe this is her left arm where that tattoo is.
Okay. Yeah,
that's on the forearm. She's got something else here and it looks like a skull of an animal with the twisty horns or something. It's covered up by a bracelet or a watch, so I can't see the whole thing. But that's what it looked like. And then up here on the same arm, it's another character of some kind. Girl, it's giving like a clown with a really weird skinny tail. And he's carrying what looks to be a paint can and is painting something. and it's wearing those pointy girl Peter Pan shoes. What is this?
Jessica.
Somebody revoke her tattoo privilege.
Because this shit gonna be on there for life.
Lock up the pins.
I don't understand.
Oh, here's a picture of the skull that I was just yeah.
It does give me demonic, sis. I'm not
horned
joking.
Animal.
It gives demonic to moi, but to each his own.
But also, we're probably pretty sensitive to that, I would say. We're not the most like, oh, we dabble on the dark side. Not really.
No, I don't dabble on the dark side at all.
Maybe someone else, it doesn't seem demonic. I don't know.
Her fans are worried that she joined the Illuminati.
Alrighty.
It's
weird. Speaking of someone else who is heavily tattooed and who knows what the fuck he got on him. Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
He's heavily tattooed and we don't even know what half them bitches are.
Does he even know?
He probably doesn't. That would be a good question to ask him. How many tattoos do you have and how many can you name by heart? Anyway.
Yeah.
He is currently on his Welcome to the Carter tour.
Okay. That expensive ass tour.
And his final night is in Los Angeles. That'll be his final stop. Okay. And it is going to be live streamed. So if you don't live in LA or you aren't going to that show, but you want to see it real bad, you can live stream it. I don't know where it's going to be live streamed.
For free or for money?
Oh, yes, you do have to buy tickets. So that probably makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, I know he ain't doing that shit for free because the tickets were sky high.
It didn't make sense when I said it. Yeah, it didn't make sense when I said it. I was like...
He came to St. Louis.
You have to purchase tickets.
Okay. He came to St. Louis and one of my friends looked up the tickets and she was like... No, they were so expensive. No, I'm not paying that. As much as she wanted to see him, she was like, no, I'm not doing that. It's just, they were just too much. And
how much were they?
I think Tracy looked too. I want to say there were several hundred. Girl, Beyonce prices for Lil Wayne. I'm not doing that. Not doing that.
Yeah,
but that is cool that he's people that weren't able to go and see it or will live stream because I'm sure it's cheaper to live stream than it was to actually go in person. You know how much the tickets are?
No.
I want to know. Live stream.
Okay.
Lil Wayne.
Sure. I'm already looking it up.
Oh, let's see who can get there first.
Wait,
is it global?
$15. It's only $15.
It should be about that. It is $15. Girl. I would do it.
I'm shocked by that.
He could have paid more, but I mean, that's fair. People all around the world are probably going to pay. He's going to get guap doing that. And I guarantee other artists will start doing this too. A venue you can sell out. And then that caps how much you make.
And it is sold out. The last night is sold out.
A venue can sell out.
So
a live stream won't. People can stream.
Now, will it be glitchy?
Will it crash?
Like the versus battles?
Well, I would hope that they have more of a. Come on, you already know. Yeah,
I mean, you never know.
Because with versus, you don't know who the fuck gonna show up to that. Nobody's buying tickets. At least they'll know how many people will be streaming.
That's true.
That is cool. I guarantee artists are gonna start doing this. Because Beyonce, all her tickets are sold out. What if she wanted to live stream her shit for one night?
Girl, that would be crazy.
It would be crazy.
And I would tune in.
I would too.
I would buy an online ticket. Sure.
I would too.
Yeah.
I guarantee that's the wave of the future. I've never heard of anybody doing that. I'm sure somebody has before. But if not, he did good by starting. Okay. Well, I'll look into it because I kind of want to see it. Tracy would too. Oh, all right. Okay. I know we spoke about the Met Gala just a tad, and we don't have to go into great detail, but I did see that Diddy and Caresha went together to the Met Gala after they broke up. Are y'all trying to confuse us on purpose or no? What? So they went together hand in hand too. They both looked great. Let me start there. It was
they did
Karl Lagerfeld.
Did.
What was it? Lagerfeld. It was he was the theme. So, but they both seemed to fit the theme, and they both looked really good. They look good together. They did this interview on the red carpet with Lala Anthony. And she was asking basically what the fans want to know. So does this mean y'all go together real bad? She was asking Diddy, and he was so hot in what he had on. He grabbed this little fan from somebody, and he was so hot.
Oh, sweaty hot. Okay.
Yes. So he had on like this suit.
Could have been mad hot. Okay.
Oh, no, not mad hot. Sweaty hot, like temperature hot. And he had on this cape on top of it that had fallen off during the interview, and he needed help putting it back on. His girl got to have the ensemble together. But he was like, I'm going to let Caresha answer that because I'm too hot and I need somebody to fix my cape. But before he left, he said that they're not going to put any labels on it. The world wants them to label whatever is going on between them, and they refuse. And that she's his best friend. He loves her to death. They get along, blah, 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 blah. And she's sitting over there quiet as a mouse.
Well, we already know that he's the one who's calling the shots.
Absolutely.
And, whatever their entanglement is, he's the one saying like, well, no. We ain't going to be exclusive now.
Yeah. I'm at this stage in my life, I won't be exclusive. But if he all of a sudden said, I really want to be exclusive, she would say yes. Absolutely. I think he's calling all the shots. And once he left, she was basically just piggybacking off of what the fuck he said. So
she didn't add anything groundbreaking.
I think it was odd that they went together. I think they also, Diddy likes a buzz. He likes to create a buzz. And this absolutely created a buzz. I would not be surprised if he had a date lined up that had to cancel, and then he asked Caresha to go with him in her place. Ooh, does that mean? I wouldn't be shocked. They broke up for a reason. If you guys aren't going to put labels on it, then how do you break up? Because y'all wasn't together.
But they're just not going to, do things with each other, I guess. But they went to the Met Gala. So I don't know.
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, he also mentioned his ensemble was Sean John. He said it was like a rebirth of Sean John. That was his.
What?
And he looked good. The outfit.
He did.
Yeah. It was doing what it was supposed to do.
Will there be any features of velour tracksuits? Because,
Lord, I hope not. Although the 90s clothes are coming back, so.
No.
This will, if he's going to come back with them, this is the time.
Leave him behind.
The time is now. The time is now.
I don't want to see a single white person in a Sean John velour suit with Air Force Ones. I do not want to see that.
With dirty Air Force Ones. You there?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, your thing stalled.
Mine did?
Yes.
What do I need to say that part again?
You said with Air Force Ones, and I said dirty Air Force Ones. Exactly. Yeah.
So, anywho.
That's funny.
Okay. That's very funny.
We had a listener send us something to discuss today.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I know we've been telling people, it's like, send us stuff if you want us to cover it. Send it to us. Okay, let me show you what she... tell you. You can't show you. Let me tell you what she sent us. Okay, so I think it's because we have talked about Kim Zolciak in the past, and because I watch housewife shows. Kim Zolciak, white girl, wig. Nene pulled her wig off on Atlanta Housewives years and years ago. Mm-hmm. Her and her husband, Croy Bierman, getting a divorce, Miss Girl. After 11 years of marriage, they are divorcing.
That's a long time.
It is a long time.
Don't they got a bunch of kids together?
Now, not all of them are his, but yeah, they have young kids together.
Oh, she had kids before. Okay.
Yes. She had two girls, I think. Maybe one girl. I don't remember. I think two girls. And then she had kids with him. He's a former NFL player.
That's what I thought.
That's the only way you would know him, sis.
Yeah.
It says, this was on the Shade Room. It says, according to the documents obtained by TMZ, Kim listed April 30th as the date of separation between her and Kroy and said their marriage is irretrievably broken with no hope of reconciliation.
Oh, what do you think he was doing? Because it's probably him, let's be honest.
I think it's their financial state. Oh, it says they have 4 kids together. Oh, maybe they did in addition to her kids. Girl, I do not keep up with these niggas.
I remembered it being a shit ton of kids.
They do have a lot of kids. And then they had their own show, remember?
Yes.
So, but I remember seeing that their house was being foreclosed or something. Mm-hmm. And this was right after she was talking shit about somebody else. And I can't remember who it was.
And shouldn't have.
And then her house was foreclosed. But then she came out and said, like, we have our house. We're good. But clearly y'all not good. Yeah. So that is crazy. So yeah, they're getting divorced. I am not shocked by that. I don't know how they even
made it that far.
Yeah. What even attracted you to her in the first place? But her daughter is literally a mini me of her. The lips, the wigs. It's just like, oh, God.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're splitting up.
Splitsville.
We have several updates, don't we?
We do. Let me get mine started. Okay, this is an update about Trey Songz not keeping his hands off of people. So last October, y'all remember when we covered a story about Trey Songz in a bowling alley bathroom?
Yes. And
hitting people upside somebody.
The head. Yeah. If y'all don't remember, go listen to the old episode or Google it.
There were 2 alleged victims.
Yes.
One was a woman and he supposedly punched her and drug her by her hair.
Wow.
Then there was a guy, and I'm assuming it's related to him dragging the woman out, I would assume. A guy got involved, and he punched him too.
Okay, I remember this.
The guy ended up retracting his statements.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know what happened to that. Maybe he just doesn't want to be involved. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But the girl definitely is pressing charges. Well, let's see. The singer pled guilty to 1 disorderly conduct violation in connection to the assault that took place in the bowling alley. And he signed a plea deal.
Which screams, I did it.
Girl,
right?
Screams, I did it. Screams, I did it, but also screams, I don't want you to put all these other charges on me. Just take this and let me go. So basically, the plea means that prosecutors on the case agreed to drop the other 10 original charges against him.
Damn.
That included the aggravated harassment. So he also is required to complete 12 anger management classes by the end of August, which it looks like he has started doing.
Oh, wow. Damn. So, I mean, I always wondered about that. Like, I mean, if you take a plea deal, it's typically because you did it or you don't have the means. Yes, you don't have the means to. But he has the means. He has the money and the access to fight it if he actually didn't do it. Mm-hmm. So it's almost like a sign of guilt to me, but I could be wrong.
That's how I'm taking it personally.
Yeah.
Also, there were 10 charges. He's just like, I don't know if this is like the lesser of all the charges, but he may just be like, here, I will take a plea for this and drop
whatever
else.
money I gotta pay, and
yeah. So
just to be out of the limelight,
to be done,
because we don't never hear nothing good from him. Never.
We do not. And the fact that he has to take 12 anger management classes, I hope that he's actually present in them and works on himself. He clearly needs help. It's clear.
If he did it, yeah. Okay, another update. I know y'all sick of hearing about this. BET, y'all know we've been talking about who's in the running bidding for the ownership of BET. 50 Cent teams up with Shaq and Kenya Barris to buy BET.
Okay.
All right. So it's just a
How
whole
does
bunch of
Shaq
people
get in the
fight.
mix?
I don't know. I don't know how they all got together and were like, let's do this together. I don't know, but they're going
Something about Shaq screams, I pander to whites.
Really?
You don't get that from him?
No. He's pretty black on all his shows. He's himself.
What shows?
To me. He's on the show with Charles Barkley Sports, but the shit he be saying, him and Charles Barkley be going toe to toe, and it's funny.
Okay. And this I'm clearly just making this up out of the like 5 interactions I've ever seen him in. But I don't know. That's just kind of the vibe I get. But it could be incorrect.
Maybe not. Maybe not. All right. What else did I have? Girl, another update. Ed Sheeran.
Okay.
Sheeran. I remember we talked about, we don't typically cover the whites.
We don't.
But we did talk about him being sued for allegedly, or this somebody thought, copyright infringement for him using Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On. Mm-hmm. He ended up winning. It did.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure on that episode we listened to the 2 songs and we were like, no, we hear it.
Yeah.
So how he ended up winning, I don't know. It's with money.
You have to prove it, without a shadow of a doubt and all that. It's a technicality. Did he probably actually do it? Yeah. Okay. He took more pieces than, he probably should have, but could they absolutely prove it? Apparently not. That's unfortunate because he's just going to keep sailing
by Miss Girl. You want to hear what he said about it? About the verdict?
Yeah.
He said, I'm obviously very happy with the outcome of the case, and it looks like I'm not having to retire from my day job after all. But at the same time, I'm unbelievably frustrated that baseless claims like this are allowed to go to court at all.
Okay. So he had to throw that in there. It was baseless. Okay. Well,
he said that if we had been able to just talk, we wouldn't be here today.
Okay. Who's going to get a hold of him? What's your number, Ed? What are you talking about?
And I want to say it was one of Marvin Gaye's kids that was suing him, maybe. Filed by the heirs of Ed Townsend, who co-wrote the gay classic. Oh, okay. One of the co-writers. And the heir of the Townsend family, whatever, they said that they were trying to defend her. She was trying to defend her father's legacy. I stood up for my father's intellectual properties. I was up against an army, which she was. She's telling the truth.
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran said, if I'd done what you're accusing me of doing, I'd be an idiot to stand on stage in front of 20,000 people and do that. It is my belief that most pop songs are built on building blocks that have been freely available for hundreds of years.
Milli and Vanilli did it. I mean,
there's a lot of people that do it.
Years.
I don't know why
what are you talking
he's
about?
Acting like this is the first time anybody's been accused of this.
Yeah.
Bitch, moving on. Just know he won. Ooh, yay. Everybody white wins. Okay. Missy Elliott. Y'all remember us talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees? They were being nominated to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes.
I think back when we talked about it, we said that they were already inducted, but
I totally
misspoke. Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. If they want to look it up, bookworm. We be misspeaking sometimes. Anywho, people were actually inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2023, and Missy Elliott was amongst them.
Oh,
yay! Let me read some of the other people that were inducted.
Okay, please.
Missy Elliott, Sheryl Crow, we know of her. George Michael, know of him. Willie Nelson, Rage Against the Machine. I don't know how some of these people count to be qualified to be in rock and roll, but okay, we all know what y'all doing. I don't. The Spinners, which
yay,
we talked about them being nominated, and they actually sent us a DM, which was so funny.
They did.
That they told us to go vote for them to be inducted. I forgot to, sis. Don't tell them. But that was cute. And what song do they sing? I'll be around. Yes. Yep. Who else? Shaka Khan.
Oh, okay. Messy Boots.
Messy
All right.
Boots.
Well, I saw something about A Tribe Called Quest. They were also nominated when we talked about it the first time.
Well,
and they were not inducted.
Yeah.
And they were pissed.
Oh, no.
Big pissed. Like,
well, you have to have people vote for you.
Us, blah, blah, blah. Oh, well, I don't know. He was
upset.
I
mean, you got to garner your fans to go and vote. I mean, sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
Couldn't get it done.
Missy did have some things to say about being inducted. She said, I want to say this is huge, not just for me, but from all my sisters in hip hop. This door is now open to showcase the hard work and what many of us contribute to music. I have cried all morning because I am grateful. Thank you, Rock Hall, and all the committee and super friends. There's not any punctuation.
I can tell by the way
sight.
he was reading it.
Damn, give me a hint of where I should pause, break, stop. God, dog.
Yes.
I think some people just get so excited they just, but then that's how some people just write.
I think they write how they talk, which is so confusing to actually read.
Maybe she was just on the go, and she couldn't go back and read.
She was doing talk to text like this. I am just so thankful. Yeah, and she didn't say the period. So
periods, comma. Yeah, she said it's time. I have gotten online. This is literally. I'm reading it exactly as she wrote it. It's times I have gotten online. 2 words, online, and seen you're irrelevant. You're a flop. Wrong. You're a flop. You're washed up, and it would crush me at times. But God, you made me strong. I kept going, and you allowed my decades of work to speak for itself. I am humbled. Thank you all. Thank you, all my supporters. I love you. Again, no punctuation, but I am happy for her.
I am too. No,
I'm talking shit, but I am happy for her. Yep.
She has paved the way for so many artists.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. She deserved it.
She definitely deserves it. Yeah. Last update. It's about Jamie Foxx.
Oh, God. Okay.
Are you well or not? That's all I want to hear. That is all I want to hear. He actually did speak. And that's the only reason why I'm bringing it up. Because I'm not finna go tit for tat. Either tell us what's going on or don't. But he tweeted, I'm assuming. Oh, this was on Instagram. He said, appreciate all the love, feeling blessed. That's it. He didn't say, I'm getting better. He didn't say, I'm out. He didn't say, today's a hard day. It's just, thanks for the love.
Feeling blessed.
Feeling blessed. But are you feeling well? Because that's really what we want to know.
Are you blessed in the body?
Are you blessed in the mind, body, soul? Give us a real update. Or just don't say anything, because then you get people's hopes up.
I don't want to be morbid, but maybe any update he would actually give that is a peer into what's going on is not good.
Maybe for real, you think?
Maybe he doesn't have a good update. I don't know. I'm just like, why would someone be that vague when they know people are on pins and needles, waiting to hear what's going on with him? Why would you not?
Damn.
Give us
that's
something.
Sad. No, you said I don't mean to be morbid, but it was morbid. Well, that hurts my feelings if that's the case.
I hope it's not. But I mean, why are we both
scratching our heads?
But I'm wondering if that's what it is. Not to say that it can't turn up, but maybe right now he don't have nothing good to share.
And to be honest, it was his Instagram account, but it doesn't mean that he actually posted it either.
Very true.
Oh, well, that really hurts my feelings. The thought of something happening to him. He's so young. There's so much more he can do. It's just...
He's a really good talent that...
He is. Why would we end on this?
Jess, you did this.
I did him out of order,
It wasn't at the end. Yeah.
It sure wasn't.
Girl, and we ain't got no fucking switch up. This is it. Y'all gonna be crying.
Well, don't cry. Don't cry for me. Don't shed a tear. That's what Jamie Foxx should have played.
Follow us on Instagram and TikTok and join our Facebook group at SLMTY Podcast. We have a YouTube page. Go find and subscribe to that. It's SLMTY Podcast. And like we're saying, if you see or come across anything that you find interesting on social media while you're scrolling and you think we would have a good time talking about it, tag us in it. We'll bring it up. Sure. And before leaving this app, whatever app you're on, before you do this to get out of it, stop what you're doing. Stop
right there.
Give us a 5-star rating wherever you're listening or watching, and leave a glowing review. And if you do happen to check out our YouTube page and watch a episode or a short on there, comment that you came from the podcast.
Oh yeah, tell us that we sent you. Yeah, that's cute. I like that. Yeah, support your sissies. All right, that's it. That's all we got. Until next week.
Okay.
Bye.